need y'all to answer me one easy question in the comment section. Who dropped first? Did this freestyle drop before Kendrick dropped his diss? Or was this freestyle done after Kendrick just decided to jump out the window and go with J. Cole and Drake? Big Sean is highly underrated. We all know that. Big Sean is really slept on, and he's supposed to be up there in terms of status category name with these individuals, K. J. Cole, and Drake. Because if you really think about it, Big Sean is in that class with them. All of them rolled out at the same time. If I'm not mistaken, I actually think Big Sean was on the scene before all three of those dudes. I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. Don't quote me on that one, but I'm just saying. Out of the only time of the century, Big Sean decides to come outside. Because you know Big Sean don't come outside that much. That's his main problem, I think, with why we don't put his name up there in terms of with Drake, Cole, and whatnot, is because of his inconsistency. Big Sean is not as consistent with dropping music. I mean, K. is every 5 years as well too. Let's keep it real. But Big Sean literally took a almost hiatus vacation. Like, bro, we thought you wasn't coming back. So the one time Big Sean decides to come outside, here comes the big three again, eclipsing all the sunlight, all the sunshine, spotlight on Big Sean and his album rollout and everything, with Kendrick jumping out the window and just lighting the match to the whole fire. But I am so glad if anybody was to jump in this mix, it should be Big Sean. And a lot of people sleep on him, but let me tell you like it is. Big Sean will out-rap your favorite rapper. I promise you that Big Sean is not to be slept on. All of his songs that I know that are popular and chart toppers, I still play them in the club. I still listen to it. I could drop click anytime in the club when I go to the hip-hop session. Ain't nobody messing with my click. And I promise you the crowd, they can know that. So let's see what he got to say. I heard anybody in the comment section saying, hey, he jumped out the window on the big three on this. Big Sean, run tape.
Whoa, whoa.
Still got the old school braids, boy.
Yeah. Hey.
That's Wu-Tang on the shirt. Big up to the Wu forever. Can't disrespect the Wu.
I think where I lack most as an artist is consistency. I just haven't had the energy to compete with enemies or y'all so-called bigger three.
Okay, out the gate.
But every verse I lay,
like out the gate, just start the car, no fluffing. We ain't trying to pet and pomp around here. Ain't no fluffing, no slap it up on the track. Let it be known. Let's address this big three situation. And he said it from out the gate, just like I said, one of the reasons why we don't put Big Sean up there is because of his inconsistency. And I'm glad that he put that, I would say, self-awareness out there. Not really like trying to run from it or not trying to, beat around the bush with it and trying to say, well, some things was happening in my life and this and that. Like, no, bro, I just know I was inconsistent with the music. That's why y'all don't class me up there with Drake, Cole, and Kendrick. But we all in the same class. We all in the same, that 010, that 09 gap. We all in that space.
yeah. Hey.
Let's go, Sean.
I think where I lack most as an artist is consistency. I just haven't had the energy to compete with enemies or y'all so-called bigger three.
I don't think he's addressing the big three as enemies, but I think he's talking about just other enemies in general, because just the way he kind of separated and divided, I didn't have time to compete with enemies or y'all so-called bigger three. So-called bigger three. It's just a slick little wordplay, you gotta understand. It's hood terminologies, you know what I'm saying? We as black folks, we understand that when somebody trying to be slick with it, and it's just like little words that you put together to say, okay, you could have said this, but instead you said that. I see what you saying.
Consistency. I just haven't had the energy to compete with enemies or y'all so-called bigger three. But every verse I lay, fans love to say, man, niggas is sleep. But 200 million records up, though, it isn't a dream. Even if you was my son, you couldn't belittle me.
Ooh, even if my son, you couldn't belittle me. Shout out to the Golden Freeze in the background. Rest in peace to the DBZ creator. Listen to me. Changed a lot of childhoods. I don't care what nobody say. You might not be a fan of Dragon Ball Z if you don't anime, but if you understand the impact that had on childhood culture back in the day, along with great TV shows like Power Rangers, Thundercats, all these other great staple TV shows, believe me, Dragon Ball Z is legendary, no matter how you want to put it.
100 million records up, though, it isn't a dream.
And y'all be sleeping on my features, and people be saying they be sleeping on me, alright, but my number's up. I mean, at the end of the day, my number's up.
Hey, fans love to say, man, niggas is sleep. But 200 million records up, though, it isn't a dream. Even if you
200 million records up? Damn.
You was my son, you couldn't belittle me. My life got more layers than a secret identity, and I'm all money in like Nip and J Stone whipping the brinks.
Rest in peace to Nipsey Hussle again. Whipping the Brinks truck. You know, the money truck with his pull up. What he said before that?
Layers than a secret identity.
My boy said I got more layers than a secret identity. Some people layers be deep. Some people layers just be surface. Like Superman, I still don't understand how one pair of glasses. But some secret identities go deep.
And if you was my son, you couldn't belittle me. My life got more layers than a secret identity. And I'm all money in like Nip and J Stone whipping the Brinks. And I get to snapping on it, but never was the weakest link. I might have been a sneaky link.
Say I might have been a sneaky link. You might have been a ghost movie. That's what we used to say first. It used to be, you're getting a ghost move. But I am snap like the weakest link. You know, the chain snaps.
You know, if she get a shot with me, the bitch gon' get a buzz, and I don't mean to drink B.I.G., but somehow I need a shrink. Look, I hate when people tell me that it's never that serious. You ain't have to shoot your first album cover at Sears. I used to be held back and hide behind fear. But
RJ98? I mean, I did say I think Big Sean was in the game before J. Cole, Drake, and Kendrick. And this kind of may prove it. Like, bro, if you got a hard copy CD from 98, that's the real hard copy time. You see what he's saying? Yeah, what place he called Sayers? I don't even think there's still a Sayers open in the States anyway. I haven't been to Sayers in years. When they talking about years, yes.
First album cover at Sears. I used to be held back and hide behind fear. But fear is just false evidence appearing real. I ain't smoking on no.
Shout out to the great, legendary Jim Rohn. That's where he first heard that saying is false evidence appearing real. I think he said he heard it from another motivational speaker. I can't remember which speaker he heard it from, but I heard it from Jim Rohn at first. Shout out to Big Sean on that one. FAIR. The acronym for FAIR. False evidence appearing real.
Hide behind fear, but fear is just false evidence appearing real. I ain't smoking on no X's, I ain't sending no texts. And you know I'm coming back to back to back, number ones consecutive. You two in and keeping them guessing. I ain't even flinch when I heard your best shit. Living a dream inside of a dream. I feel like I'm Leo inside of Inception. Shine, how long you knew you was finna win?
That boy say he feeling like a Leo inside of Inception. That's a big movie too. Leonardo DiCaprio, lead star in Inception, big movie where it's basically kind of a flip of the Matrix in a sense, to where you within a dream, within a dream, within a dream. Like, that's the whole layered point about Inception, like being able to actually plant a thought into somebody's mind. That's crazy.
Back to back to back, number one.
Still love that movie. And the whole little spit round just now, Big Sean. Let's go back, pull up from top.
Be held back and hide behind fear, but fear is just false evidence appearing real. I ain't smoking on no X's, I ain't sending no texts. And
Fuck, my boy say, I ain't unsending no texts. I ain't like y'all said, oh, yes, who's just be sending these tweets and then after a while you feel a little bit of heat and then you go back and delete it. No, bro. Keep your texts up. Keep the same energy. Down on it. 10 toes down.
you know I'm coming back to back to back, number ones consecutive. You two in and keeping them guessing. I ain't even flinch when I heard your best shit living in.
Number ones consecutive. That is true, you know. Big Sean does have a many number one line hits, so there, like, his discography is a bunch of number ones.
Back to back to back, number ones consecutive. You two in and keeping them guessing. I ain't even flinch when I heard your best shit. Living a dream inside of a dream. I feel like I'm Leo inside of Inception. Shine, how long you knew you was finna win? How long you been plotting on M? Since before the TV show, you was in the office and cutting off friends. Since the power chain setting trends. Hold up.
Woo!
How long you been plotting on the B? Since before you had a song with Jay. Since before you knew Janae. Back.
How long your mind was on a B? He talking about billions or he talking about Beyonce? I don't know, because just the way he throw that J bar after. But the thing about it is, with Jay, you could still go either way, because Jay has the two B's. He has the billion and he has Beyonce. So that could be a nice double right there.
On the B. Since before you had a song with Jay. Since before you knew Janae. Back when you was a fly on the wall and dropped out of school to help Ye finish up graduation. Back when you
Y'all don't forget how long they been in this game.
on the wall and dropped out of school to help Ye finish up graduation. Back when you hit your first celebrity crush and realized there's better girls back at home waiting, they just ain't as famous. Back when
Fox, bro. Big Sean. Real talk, man. I like that bar right there. Wow.
First celebrity crush, I realized there's better girls back at home waiting, they just ain't as famous. Back when it was finally famous, you performed at Plan B, sold every ticket yourself and niggas was still hating. Before you recorded at the same studio as Jay Dilla, but was scrapping up change it could only afford 30 minutes. So before the session, your raps was already finished. Before you even started, and you was recording out of Earl and A-Tone's basement. In hindsight, you really was an underground artist. Before you ever made $1 off a rap, but it was your full-time job though regardless. Cause you know the easiest time to give up's when it's the hardest.
Facts. Big Sean is the underdog, I ain't gonna lie. He shouldn't be, but he did kind of put himself in that corner of being an underdog to where, like he says, somewhat lack of inconsistency. But Big Sean has he has that rap vocal voice. I can't explain it, but that's why he has so much #1 hits.
But it was your full-time job though regardless. Cause you know the easiest time to give up's when it's the hardest.
Facts.
Right now I'm talking to the old Shine. Shit, how long you knew your mind was a gold mine? Before you got signed? Shit, both times. How long you knew it'd be like this, nigga, the whole time?
My boy said, I kind of knew it was going to be like this. I know I have the raps in me, but for some reason I still just keep myself lying dormant. Like, I am my biggest enemy. And that's really and truly what it is for literally everybody in the world. Your biggest enemy is going to be that person in the mirror, but that's usually what it is. And when you could overcome that, nothing is out of your reach. Nothing.
Sign, shit, both times. How long you knew it'd be like this, nigga, the whole time? Yeah, whole fucking time, bitch.
With the woo on the box, son.
Yeah.
I think he knew at the end of the day what you gonna do with the time you got left. Live every day like it's your last, because one thing I can say, my end motto is, if anything, I would rather go to my deathbed with memories than regrets. Because a lot of people out there go to their deathbed saying, oh, I wish I could have do this, I wish I had a chance to do that, I wish I had a chance to make up with this person or make up with that person. Nah, bro, do that now. Do that one time. I'd rather go to my deathbed with memories than regrets. Big Sean, I like this. I fucks with this. Because he kind of addressing what a lot of people just kind of saying, sip, sip. So I feel like this was out after the whole K-Dot incident and whatnot and all the kind of talk spirit up, but I'm not sure. I didn't check the date and time, because if you watch Joyner Lucas interview, Joyner Lucas said the same thing. He was like, when he heard K-Dot jump on him, he's like, today, nigga, really, of all days you decide to jump out the window and just grab the AK and start spraying everybody, you jump out the window today on my album drop. But Joyner Lucas said, hey, he got mad respect for K-Dot. He can't be mad at it. It's competition. It is what it is. We all in rap. We just got to carve out our own space and just keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing. Don't get discouraged. Your journey ain't going to be somebody else's journey. And I'm glad that Big Sean addressed a lot of the talks that people have been putting out there in terms of how he's been really slept on for a minute. But for me, I always had Big Sean up there in terms of a lyricist, because like I said, you put him in the ring with anybody, and I think Big Sean will bar you out, because he does have, like he said, the gold mine to just come up with shit and put pen to paper. He's a spitter. Alright, he been doing this for a little while, but I think Big Sean is mostly like, babe, I know where my lane is. I know what crowd I want. I mean, what demographics I want project off to, and I don't really need to go, like, it'd be cool to get 100 million followers, but I good with the goal of settling for my 10 million, and I good with that. Like, okay, I could shoot for 1 million, I could do it, but it's like, I don't really want to deal with all that extra would come with having 100 million. And if that's the case, I can understand that, Big Sean, but don't let people out here be talking about and shitting on your name, bro. Stand up for yourself, and that's exactly what he doing in this freestyle. So I approve of this all the way across the board. And if he getting the smoke of the bottle with the big four, and it become a big four bottle, Big Sean, K-Dot, J. Cole, Drake, then you want to talk about real entertainment. Because listen to me, these four going at each other, OMG, that would be a nice battle if the four of them come out swinging at each other. I can tell you one person who probably will have the disadvantage though, Drizzy, because Cole could buy you out. Cole been going stupid on features. Kenny, we all know Kung Fu Kenny. What? And then Big Sean, add him into the mix. Detroit bars, Mr. Go Getter, Mr. Braid from the hair down to the toe from day one. All right then. Peace, health, and well. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about it in the comment section. What do y'all think will happen if Big Sean jump in the mix with them and get into this battle? Let me know in the comment section. Peace out, on to the next one.